I heard that you're looking for fall outfit inspo, and I want to be the one to influence you to sew your fall wardrobe. Hi, I'm Liza. I'm a sewing pattern designer, and here I am sewing through my latest sewing pattern, the Melanie dress. This version is actually a midi in denim, and you're going to see me do some pretty cool top stitching in the later parts of this sew through, so you're definitely going to want to stick around for that. I started by just cutting out all of the pieces of the pattern and serging the edges. I didn't do this in my normal sew through, but with denim the material frays really easily, and I wanted to just give it a really clean finish. So you start by sewing the front and back bodice together just to the point where you attach the godets. So if you see a little mark, a little chalk mark as I'm sewing through, that's where I'm stopping at this point, because I just want to assemble the front and back bodice pieces. So this gives you a little bit of idea. You've got this really cool princess seaming, and that's kind of like a key design feature in this pattern. I think it's really flattering to a lot of different body types, and it looks really cool at the end, especially in this version where we are going to do some contrast top stitching to highlight the seams. And now I'm just doing the same exact thing on the back bodice piece. You'll kind of get a better view here. I'm going to sew from the top of the seam, starting at where like your armpit is and going down to where that notch is that I'm just highlighting a little bit right here. And as I'm sewing these pieces together, I'm going to stop right at that notch. So I will add, like, the curves here are a little funky. They kind of move in opposite directions depending on which piece you're sewing together. So if you're going to slow down at any point in this process, I like to slow down here because those princess seams are pretty visible and you don't want them to be misaligned. And if you've made it this far, you should have front and back bodices assembled and you are ready to move on to part 2.